What is going on, guys? Cyrus Kane here. I had a request to put up my Paragon preferences for the Heaven's Fury Holy Shotgun build. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a quick little video here, just be attached as a part 2 to the original shotgun build video. So start in the core. In the core, you want movement speed. Once you get that 25%, you don't have to worry about it on gear, which opens up the possibility for resistances and crit damage and everything else that you actually want on your gear. And no wasting movement speed. Second, in the core tree, goes straight to strength. I know you think high wrath cost, putting maximum wrath up would be nice, but it really isn't. We were spending 40 a cast prior to any reductions that you have, and if you look, 25, it's half a cast added. It's and yes, once we pop all our stuff, it's going to be a lot lower, and it's going to help build on. But I just don't see the value that the speed and the increased damage that you're going to keep getting from the strength is worth. I just don't worry about maximum wrath. Go do it after a little while of this or whatever. It's just strength is better in my opinion. In the offensive tree, cooldown reduction is number 1. All right, number 1. Followed by crit hit and crit damage. Attack speed is last. There's no need to attack faster. You're bringing in a massive amount of damage and high cost. The faster you attack, the faster you run out. Heaven's Fury shotgun build can not hit fully and only catch a beam or two and do less damage. So if you're firing a bunch at the kind of wrong angle or not close enough to your opponent, you will just be blowing through wrath for not nearly as much damage as you could. So attack speed is my last priority on the offensive tab. So cooldown reduction, crit hit chance, critical damage to get you where you need to go. Defense, resist all first. That's what it is. It's resist all first. It's gonna get you everything, like the best out of the defensive tree. I go straight to armor. Why not life or life regeneration? Pretty simple. We're healing so much in this build that it just is not necessary to focus on life or life regeneration. I only have 400,000 health, and I heal so fast and have so much defense with this build that it's just not necessary to focus on anything more. So resist all, followed by the armor. Into utility. Resource cost reduction number 1, life on hit number 2. After that, it's irrelevant. Area damage is really hard to judge its effectiveness. I haven't seen any real good guides on how exactly this works, so I just, I would go into it after I cap the other two. So real quick again, movement speed, strength, and core. Cooldown reduction number 1, followed by critical hit, critical damage, and then attack speed in the offensive tab. Defense is resist all, followed by armor, and then you can go to life or life regeneration, really your call. And finally, in the utility tree, resource cost reduction, life on hit, area damage, and then gold fine. So that would be how I rock my paragons for this particular build. Now, as far as the gear, it was also part of something I said, or something that was requested to add on here, which I did touch on a little bit, but I will run through again just to have it all in one spot. You're gonna have your crit hit and your crit damage on everything that you possibly can, because it's just how damage is done in this game. It's there is no more this type of build, that type of build. Everyone's essentially a crit build, and it's more based around your skills and how you utilize that crit. There's very few non-crit builds that I've seen effective. So that's just the game now. But as far as like unique stats to this build, one, you want to use the Crusader shield so you can get the gain life per wrath spent on your shield. It will help your healing. On top of my skills that I'm using, this is just another extra 1,000 per wrath spent, spending 40 at a time, 40,000 more health healing. It's a crazy amount. And then you want to focus on reduced all resource cost and reduced resource reduction, time reduction, or whatever. Because that's how that's what this entire build is around. Like my gem, reduce cooldown of all skills. It's kind of how the build works. Lower the cost, lower the cooldown times, so you can keep constantly rotate your skills here, and then fire away. You know, you want to find a balance of that. That's why that's why we do use the Reaper wraps for now, because they help get that resources back when you pick up the health clubs. So, but that's pretty much it. That's the Paragon and the stats that you want to really look out for on gear. So, you know, thanks for taking the time to watch it, and thanks for the heads up that I forgot to go over the Paragon points, and here it is. So, you guys have a wonderful day, and as always, toodles.